What's going on? Happy freaking Saturday to you. Coming in live for the breakfast show. Episode number, we stopped counting. This morning is actually a surprise episode. It's Saturday here. It is 8:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Michigan. If you're brand new to the breakfast show, like you've never seen me before, it's such an honor that you stumbled across the breakfast show. I would love for you to put in the comments new with like a little dash of where you are tuning in from so that I can welcome you. And if you are returning, you're like, what's up, Michelle? It's the breakfast show. What is she bringing to us today? In the comments, just say happy Saturday so that I can say hello to you. And if you catch this on the replay, you are just as important. I would love to see replay dash what time is it that you're tuning in at, where are you tuning in from, and all that fun jazz. Are you ready to make like some viral cottage cheese pancakes, or are you ready to make some viral cottage cheese pancakes? Today we're going to talk a lot about, I used to be the gal that used to skip breakfast. I always was wondering, like, should you do intermittent fasting? Should you not do intermittent fasting? You know, I'm not hungry in the morning. What should I be doing? And I went from the girl who got like 2 to 5 grams of protein per breakfast to now a minimum always of 30 grams of protein. So I'll share with you all the reasons why. I struggled. One of my biggest weaknesses after, having a child was weight loss, trying to lose weight. And I went on a journey for 11 months and it was a very up and down journey. I tried basically everything. If you put in the comments what you've tried, I've probably been right there with you. And on the 11th month, I went in for just a physical, just to get my blood work done. And I had a clean bill of health. Nothing was wrong with my blood work. I for sure thought that it was like my thyroid or my hormones, and it wasn't. So it was a pivotal moment in my life, and my doctor brought up the term metformin. And as she walked out, I started Googling it, and it started talking about diabetics. And I'm like, am I a diabetic? And she came back in the room and she said, no, you're not a diabetic, but this might be able to help you lose some weight. And something just told me inside, like, Michelle, a couple days prior, there was someone talking about a book, The Obesity Fix, and it kind of planted a seed. I don't read books, but I'm like, hey, I could listen to it on Audible when I'm in the car. So then an ad came up for it, and it was like a sign for me. So I got the book. Then another recommended book came up. I got that one, and like every book I read, light bulb moments started happening. Like, I'm not even kidding you, and I'm going to share a lot of those light bulb moments with you today because I'm pretty sure it will help you tremendously. And the outcome is like the best thing ever because the energy, the sleep, your self-esteem, your confidence, the weight loss, the improvement of muscle tone, like it blows anything out of the water. So after reading all these books, now I've listened to more than I can count on my fingers and my toes. There was the same thing being talked about, but in a different way, and it didn't click. And finally it clicked, and those 3 things I want you to write down because I'm telling you right now, maybe you've been stuck in a rut. Maybe you literally have gotten no results. I am telling you that if you start doing these 3 things, you will get results. I started sharing it with the world. I only had 200 friends on Facebook. Now between like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, I have 1.4 million followers cumulatively because of these 3 things. So you have excitement. Put in the comments a big smiley face if you are feeling a sense of, what is it when you have like a feeling of not intuition, like you have a good feeling, okay? So we're gonna make the viral cottage cheese pancakes while we talk about the 3 things. I'm not sure if you wanna write this down. You can catch it on the replay, but number 1 is protein. If you're wondering how much, that's hard to say because it does depend on how much food you put in your body per day. It's based on a percentage, but we should say the minimum is 100 grams. I say, after reading all the books and hiring someone to help me, your goal weight is what you should reach for. So my goal was 150 every day. And in 5 months, I never fell below 125 grams. I ended up losing 30 pounds in 5 months after struggling for a year to drop even 1 inch. If you're like, but how did you get 125 grams of protein? I understand that. Actually, in the comments, drop guide if you don't have my viral free protein guide that will help you in getting 100 grams of protein minimum every day. And if we break up and reverse engineer protein, we can come to find out like, hey, every meal and every snack, like let's make it 25 to 35 grams of protein minimum. Like let's do that. So let's reverse engineer. 20 grams of protein is 80 calories. You can have 80 to 100 calories worth of protein with every meal and every snack. Especially if you don't have my guide, I'm telling you it's possible, okay? Number 2 is water intake. You know the term liposuction? So the comments are actually gonna disappear. So here's what I need from you. If you don't have the free guide, it's pinned right here at thebreakfastshow.net. It's right under, I think it's like the third thing down. It says free protein guide. Click here. You won't miss it, okay? Number 2 is water intake. There's this term called liposuction. I'm sure you've heard of lipo. That term was actually created by a term our body does for us called lipolysis. Lipolysis is how your body burns fat, but it can only do it if it goes through the first step, which is hydrolysis. It needs half of your weight in ounces of water every day. I was only drinking water to brush my teeth. So if you need, or you think half of your weight in ounces of water each day is going to be something that is hard, drop a heart in the comments, because there's a few things that I started implementing that made it so simple to reach that goal. So take your weight, divide it by 2. That's how many ounces of water. If you really want to be a bad ASS, you do half your weight plus any ounces of coffee, alcohol, or pop you would add back in because they're diuretics. So say I have 2 cups of coffee and I'm 150 pounds. Well, what's 150 divided by 2? 75 plus 16 ounces, because the 2 cups of coffee would take me to what? 91 ounces. So number 3 is the mindset. I will say this over and over and over again, and I needed to hear this over and over and over again. And sometimes, this red lipstick is like, or it's from last night. Okay, I will say it over and over and over and over and over again, okay? Because I still have demons that come in and try to tell me, listen, Michelle, you this, you that. What you plant in your mind does not care. It's really kind of like a farmer with land. The land doesn't care if the farmer plants nightshade. Here's some poison for you. If it plants corn, here's some corn. Your mind is even more powerful than that land. So what you plant, if you're a binge eater, if you struggle to drink water, if you're not motivated, if you're like, all those things come true. So the number one reason we're not getting results, 97% of our success with weight loss is mindset. So there's a book. So if you struggle with this, because I was a binge addict, I used to hide food under my bed. Okay. I used to eat 10, 15, or I could not stop. And then if I even ate one thing bad, I'd have to go eat everything in the house that was bad. So the book called Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor will rock your socks off. Okay. So those are the 3 things, along with knowing that you do need insoluble and soluble fiber. I was supplementing it. You cannot supplement it. Every book I've listened to has always said you have to have insoluble and soluble fiber. We live in a world where inflammation is an all-time high. Do you have inflammation? Do you have bloating? Do you have irregular bowel movements or foul-smelling gas? That right there is a sign that you're deficit in insoluble and soluble fiber. But no one knows that you're supposed to be getting 6 servings of insoluble and soluble fiber a day, and it can't be supplemented. And that is fruits and veggies. Start with 1 cup today. 1 cup today until next week, and then up it to 2 cups, and then up it to 3. Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. Then 2 cups. Take baby steps. That's what I did, because I wasn't eating any fruits and veggies. I was afraid of them. I used to look at carbs and put weight on. Oh, or I'd drop 5 pounds and the next week I'd be up 10 pounds. That's always fun, right? So you never want more than 3 cups of fruit. If you want to do 6 cups of veggies, you can do 6 cups of veggies, okay? Just 6 cups total. Never more than 3 cups of fruit. The best bang for your buck in fruit, like the highest in fiber, the highest in antioxidants, lowest in the glycemic chart, is any of your berries. Blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Those are the best bang for your buck, okay? So we're gonna get into making this cottage cheese. I need to pull up this recipe for the viral cottage cheese recipe. Hold on 1 second. But here's what people don't understand. I used to think it was all about calories. Everything was calories, and I never got results. Every book I listened to kept mentioning the word macronutrients. I had no clue what macronutrients were. It's a percentage of your food coming from, it's always protein, carbs, fat. It's always protein, carbs, fat. It's a percentage of those foods, and we have to fall within a certain range, okay? Don't ask me why. It's kind of like a heat and coolant in your car. We have to fall within a certain range. I never knew that. So when I started putting my food in this really unique app that told me the percentage at the end of the day of my protein, fats, and carbs, it was whacked. It was not anywhere near where it was supposed to be in any way, shape, or form. It's like getting bad blood work. I started implementing falling within those ranges by mastering macros, okay? And I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months. I don't believe in meal plans. It teaches you nothing. I used to get meal plans. Most meal plans are macro based. They won't tell you that, and you get off and you start to put the weight back on because they didn't teach you, they gave you. What if there was a way that you could be shown how to master macros in 7 days without giving up foods, desserts, alcohol, or ever following a meal plan? Losing weight in the spring, losing weight in the summer. Would you say yes? Because here's the deal. After struggling and failing forward myself and teaching it to myself, I now have this thing that was once the power play that I teach to you. You go into an app. Can you imagine having my phone number? I put you into an app. I design it to you. And every day at the end of the day, I can see the percentage. I can see exactly your percentage of protein, fats, and carbs. If you're not falling within the range of the food you put into your mouth, which is going to be different every day, okay, I voice note you. Hey, this is the reason why. Here's some recommendations. The learning is in the doing. You will unleash and master macronutrients in 5 days behind the scenes with me when you get 7. You can text me. You can ask me questions. So I've created a course around it. If you have not done my Power Play course, and you can learn how to unleash macronutrients, which is the all-time culprit to weight loss, drop in the comments Power Play. What else I give to you is I went to the grocery store and I show you high protein items I put in my cart with a list for you. My 10-minute abs workout. Everyone always asks, how did you get your diet? I had the tear in my stomach. How did you get it to come back together without surgery? I have a 10-minute abs video that went viral. You get that. You also get the app that tracks your percentage of protein, fats, and carbs forever. It never gets taken from you. And there's no monthly fee. There's no catch. And then the last thing you get is you get an app that you can talk to. Like, hey, I'm at the Speedway. I have to have 20 grams of protein. What can I find here? Hey, I'm at Longhorn Steakhouse. It tells you in 3 seconds. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to go to thebreakfastshow.net. You will see Power Play. Just by being a student and doing this with me behind the scenes for 7 days starting today, you get my event in June where the doors haven't even opened to yet. It's behind the scenes being created right now. It's probably going to be in the 3rd week of June. You automatically have a first spot for free to be in my 5-day live event where I take 20 Audible books and put them into a live event where it is fire burning on the dance floor. The day I open that event, it sells out. You automatically have a seat just by being a student, but you have to drop Power Play. Thebreakfastshow.net has the Power Play for you, okay? That price is going up next week. It is a one-time whopping fee for you to unleash macronutrients for $67 right now. One time. There is no catch. Okay? So it's there. My recipe book has officially launched. It's under the Power Plate link. Power Plate. Every recipe is over 20 grams of protein. There's 40 of them. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and desserts, because if you know me, I love desserts with every single dinner, and that's where you can find that as well. You will get an instant email to text message my personal phone number saying, I am ready. The only thing you have to do is be positive, coachable, and you have to put your food in an app that is simple. Don't give up foods, don't give up desserts, don't give up alcohol, and there is no meal plan. And you are going to unleash macronutrients in 7 days behind the scenes with me being your tutor. Okay? So we're going to make this cottage cheese recipe. Let me pull it up on my phone. The viral cottage cheese pancake recipe. with mixed berries, the protein powder brand ORGAIN, peanut butter, Greek yogurt. It has to be at least 30 grams of protein, and I want it under 300 calories. I also have cinnamon. Can you give me 3 recipes? Okay, this is the app you get as well. You'll be trained on it and everything. Here are the 3 berry. So should I do berry peanut butter cottage cheese pancakes, drop a 1. Cinnamon peanut butter Greek yogurt pancakes, drop a 2. Or 3 is the Orgain pancake berry bites, drop a 3. I'll take a vote. How's that sound? So number 3 is the Orgain pancake berry bites. Number 2 is cinnamon peanut butter Greek yogurt pancakes. And berry peanut butter cottage cheese pancakes is number 1. Hello, thank you for the compliment. Number 2, we only have 1 vote at number 2 so far. Drop a 1 in the comments. Oh, another 1 for 2. We have another 1 for 2. Drop a 1 in the comments if you can hear me. Oh, I guess I shouldn't say that because then it's going to think it's your vote. Drop a heart in the comments. Okay, so we have 4 number 2s. So we're going to go with number 2. So number 2 is, as we pull this up, cinnamon peanut butter Greek yogurt pancakes. So we need 2 tablespoons of non-fat Greek yogurt. Here's the first thing we think about when we go to eat. 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal per snack, minimum. I'm going to show you a trick right now. Are you ready? If you think I should show you a trick, drop a heart in the comments. It's a trick where you will never again wonder, is what I'm eating a protein? Ever again. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the Greek yogurt. When you look at the back of anything at all, look at this. When you look at the back of anything at all, you just look at the serving size. Okay, it's 1 container of these. Okay, the serving size is 1 container. How many calories do you see? It's right there. You see 80. Anything you eat besides fruits and vegetables, you cover the last number of the calories. Everything you eat besides fruits and veggies, you cover the last number of the calories. There's an 8. All that we need to know is there should be 8 grams of protein minimum. We go to protein, there's 14. This is an amazing bang for your buck. Next, okay, I will be honest, within 1 hour of waking up, I always have 30 grams of protein within 1 hour of waking up. Why? Glucose levels, even keel. You'll never have like the fact where like when you're eating a meal, you can't catch up with the feeling of feeling satiety. And glucose levels have a direct correlation to cortisol levels, which affect hormones, which affect visceral fat. Okay, so this bar, serving size is 1 bar, there's 150 calories. If I cover the last number, what do you see? If I covered the last number of calories, what do you see? 15. If I go to protein, how much is there? 28 grams of protein in this bar. The David bar, I'm sure you've heard of it. It was on Dr. Hubert's podcast for the cleanest bar, 0 sugar, and it actually tastes delicious. I have one every day. I take it out of the wrapper, I put it in the microwave for 3 seconds, and I have it every morning within an hour of waking up. My favorite is cinnamon roll, but it's sold out right now. But then it's chocolate brownie batter, then the cake batter, then cookie dough, then blueberry muffin. Okay, if you don't know how to find the David bar online, drop David in the comments. Right now, you can get a 5th box for free, Free. Okay, no, I did not take the metformin my doctor suggested. I learned it the right way, the power play way. Okay, so that's the David bar. If you have something that's not, okay, so like we wouldn't grab a vegetable because again, fruits and vegetables we don't do this method with. So if we cover the last number of the calories inside of these beans, we have 110. Okay, it's a half a cup. Cover it. 11. We go to protein. Is there 11? No, there's 7. All this means is we cut the portion in half. So instead of a half a cup, we do 1/4 of a cup. Drop a heart in the comments if you understand. For the David bar, because the comments will disappear, it's pinned right here for you. thebreakfastshow.net. Every time you use that David bar link, just so you know, you will get free shipping. That's a $9 savings. So thebreakfastshow.net. it has that David bar in that gold wrapper for you. And when you use it, you get free shipping. Okay? So we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of non-fat Greek yogurt. Here's the deal with tablespoons. Okay? I learned the very, very, very hard way. My tablespoon used to be about 5 tablespoons. Okay? And I had to learn the hard way that food is energy. And it doesn't matter if we're using olives or olive oils. It doesn't matter if it's avocados. It's so good for me. It's heart healthy. Too much of a good thing, what happens to it? It stores as fat. Okay? So a tablespoon is literally a tablespoon. Okay? We don't want anything on the bottom. We don't want anything on the top. We want a pure tablespoon, right? So we have 1 tablespoon. We're following the directions. Now we have 2. Okay, there's 2 tablespoons. The next thing is 1/4 of a cup of cottage cheese, low fat. So we're gonna get 1/4 of a cup of cottage cheese, low fat. Oh shoot, I don't think I have cottage cheese. Oh my gosh. I'm out. Let's see if we can do cream cheese. I don't have cottage cheese. Can I do cream cheese? I'm making the cinnamon peanut butter Greek yogurt pancake, or protein powder, or regular eggs I have as well. What is the cost for the David? I'm not sure the cost for the David bars. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't replace my breakfast. I have it within 1 hour of waking up. I woke up this morning at 6. Now it's 8:40, so I'll eat this after we get off the show. Okay? Okay, so 1 egg. It's going to do 1 tablespoon of light cottage cheese. And then 1 egg. Okay, again, tablespoon, right? Here's the deal. Did you know the first ingredient listed in anything that you put in your mouth is what you find the most of? There's no code, just that link. The first ingredient of anything you put into your mouth is what you find the most of. The last ingredient is what you find the least of. So when I was eating peanut butter every morning with toast, the first ingredient was sugar. The last ingredient was peanuts. It should have been called a freaking sugar butter. A sugar butter. Can you even believe that? So the first ingredient listed is what you find the most of. Last ingredient listed is what you find the least of. So go look at your peanut butter. It should say peanuts. It should say sea salt. It should say cashews. There should be nothing else in it. Maybe sea salt, but that's it. And you can find at Kroger and regular markets, clean ones. If you just learned something new about that, drop a 1 in the comments. It's saying 2 scoops of protein powder. Okay, this one, you always want to make sure your protein powder is less than 4 grams of carbs, less than 1 gram of sugar. This one has no soy ingredients, no dairy ingredients, non-GMO, gluten-free, less than 4 grams of carbs, less than 1 gram of sugar, and it's organic with less than 8 grams of protein. Okay, cream cheese is a fat, cottage cheese is a protein, but it had me up my protein in the powder. Okay, this is the Orgain. I'm sure you've heard of it. You can't find this flavor in store. You can't. You can find chocolate and vanilla like Sam's and Costco, but you will get sick of those flavors. Every month I change the flavor. You're better off supplementing with protein shakes and protein bars than you are being deficit inside of them. Did you know that? Okay. This you can find at any market or online. Okay. Right. And this is where I get my creatine. I started taking creatine, reading the benefits of it. This you can find at Orgain.com, and you can get 15% off, and they have over 30 flavors now, 30 plus flavors. So drop a link in the comments, more than happy to share it with you. I have about 70 to 80 recipes with this. If you don't have my free protein guide, make sure you drop free in the comments. There's a few in there for you, okay? So we have that. That's the Orgain, my ultimate favorite. I use it all day, every day. We need 1 egg. Here's the deal with eggs. You have to be so careful. Do you want to know why? 1 egg has 5 grams of fat. Guess what? It has 6 grams of protein, but there's 9 calories per gram of fat. There's 4 calories per gram of carb, 4 calories per gram of protein. So we have to pull way, way, way back on our fats. If we cover that last number of calories and we don't have what's left in protein, we got to cut the number in half. So peanut butter label says 2 tablespoons. You would only do 1. So think about it. If our new rule is 20 to 30 grams of protein minimum per meal per snack, you'd have to have 800 calories worth of trail mix, 800 calories worth of almonds, cashews, peanut butter, avocados. So if those are things you're snacking on, pull way back and add something that is a good bang for your buck. If you're learning something new, drop a 1 in the comments. For that link, the comments disappear. Thebreakfastshow.net has that Orgain. You will see a code for that. Every time you use that code, it's pretty sweet. You get 15% off. Okay, the protein guide for free, you would go to thebreakfastshow.net and you would click on the free protein guide, FREE. Okay, yeah, free. If you haven't been getting a minimum of 125 grams of protein, you should do a full reset. If you haven't been getting half of your weight in ounces of water, you should be doing a full reset. You can do a full reset in 5 days. There's no counting calories, okay? There is no counting calories. There is no drinking detox shakes, none of that. And it's like a science experiment. It goes in and resets not only your gut, but your metabolism. It reminds me of getting an oil change. I have my next one starting on Monday. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You will lose a minimum of 5 pounds. It's not water weight. It is not water weight because you'll be drinking more water than you have the last 365 days. I know many of you I see are in my current one or in the one for Monday. If you haven't gotten your reset and you're in for Monday through Friday, you can do anything for 5 days as me being your accountability partner. Drop in the comments, reset, okay? So that's what we want to consider. Alexa, volume 6. Alexa, what are 8 positive benefits of cinnamon on your health?
Here's something I found on the web. Some health benefits commonly associated with cinnamon may include providing antioxidants, reducing inflammation, preventing heart disease, lowering blood sugar levels, preventing diabetes, preventing cancer, preventing bacterial and fungal infection, improving insulin sensitivity.
If you just learned something new about cinnamon, drop a 1 in the comments. Okay, you want 2 dashes every day, but it's not regular cinnamon. It's Ceylon. You want Ceylon cinnamon. Regular cinnamon elevates kidney levels. We want Ceylon cinnamon. Drop a link in the comments. I have it in Amazon. It's the cheapest one I found. For your reset, you have to go right here, thebreakfastshow.net. Just get your reset guide, and then you have to Instagram or Facebook message me, Reset VIP Monday, okay? So thebreakfastshow.net has that reset guide. You pick it up, you can't miss it. 5-day reset. You Instagram or Facebook message me saying Reset VIP Monday. That is where your dreams are gonna come true. Your energy that you're gonna have Saturday, a week from today, the inflammation, the bloating, and the jump start to losing a minimum of 5 pounds, it will blow your mind, okay? Thebreakfastshow.net. Amazon Finds has the cinnamon. Also the creamy cashew octonut butter that is in a lot of my recipes that we're gonna put inside of this. That is clean and has 1 ingredient, cashews. That's also underneath my Amazon Finds at thebreakfastshow.net. You will not miss it. Aisha and Schwartz, do you see thebreakfastshow.net? That will have your 5-day reset. 5-day reset. You cannot miss it. Okay? You get it, but you have to Instagram or Facebook message me VIP 5-day Monday. Okay? So that's that. Under Amazon Finds is the Ceylon cinnamon, 2 dashes every day, 2 pinches, and the Octonut creamy cashew butter. So we are going to add a splash, it says, of almond milk or water. We'll use almond milk, just a splash of it. This is unsweetened vanilla. This is what I put in my coffee. I measure it. Or I use the Silk creamer, and I always add cinnamon, and then I also add a stevia in the raw packet. Okay, so we're gonna stir this all around. That's what it's telling us to do. It says it's based on the texture. So let's see, splash of water or almond milk for texture. Okay, so we stir it all around. GLP-1. So the GLP-1 shot, so the first thing you just want to ask the doctor for the label to the shot. And then you want to go to Chat GPT and you want to say, in the ingredients, what are the long-term side effects? That's what you want to ask. What are the side effects of these ingredients? Okay. Number 2, did you know it's tricking the brain that you have more of the GLP-1 hormone in your body? So it's tricking it. Okay. What you want to do, and I'm sure you're on it and you've seen behind the scenes, okay? I want you to envision right now like a huge laboratory where there's like chemists and there's science, and behind the scenes for the last couple years, they've been realizing in the gut, that's where our peptides are. But over the years, they're deteriorating, okay? We don't have as much peptides. So there's certain ones that we can have, like certain formulas. And the certain formula of the one that's coming, that's farm grade and FDA approved, it's called the Bikini in a Bottle because it helps with lifespan, longevity, look at the muscle tone, energy, improvement to sleep, overall like clarity. That's coming, but it's not coming until end of June, beginning of July. And I only have 15,000 coming. FDA approved, farm grade. Like when you see what this is, it will blow your mind and it will mimic the peptides that are in your gut. That's something you want to do. It's not tricking the brain that you have more of it. It's helping them produce more. So if you're not on that VIP list for that launch, you want to make sure you drop VIP, period. And I'm sure you know right now, if you want me to teach you curiosity and attraction marketing without you ever mentioning a company and to help you build a VIP list yourself, so when this launches, you can make a check with a comma and you can start making $100 to $200 a week, you can enroll right now for free. And I can teach you how to build your VIP list through curiosity and attraction marketing without spamming any friends or family or ever having to recruit anyone to be underneath you. 40% commission. Drop in the comments a money sign so you can enroll for free right now. You will be the first one to get your product, okay? And then it'll go to customers 2 weeks later. It will blow your mind. So yeah, right now you can enroll for absolute free. I'll help you build your VIP list. You'll never mention the company name. I'll teach you curiosity marketing where people are like, what is she using or doing? All you have to be able to say is, if I share a video that explains it better, would you watch it? They're gonna say, yeah. That's the right way. I walk stages, I'm sure you know. I travel the world teaching people the right way, not the spammy whammy way, not the freaking showing up and being a billboard and showing the product. No. So drop a money sign in the comments if you want to enroll for free. So if you want the VIP list, all you have to do is go to thebreakfastshow.net, put your name in for the protein guide. You'll be on. But listen, if you dropped a money sign, thebreakfastshow.net has New Wava. It's called New Wava. A new wave is coming in. A wave that's never been entered into the global United States of America. And there's also a hydrogen beverage coming. And this hydrogen beverage almost partnered with Coca-Cola. It's a hydrogen drink where hydrogen's going to enter the body for up to 8 hours, improving blood flow, speeding up weight loss efforts, helping with your brain and clarity, because the more blood we have flowing, like meditating, right? So thebreakfastshow.net has New Wava. Once you enroll for free, you have to Instagram or Facebook message me, and you have to say, I enrolled, help me build my VIP list. I enrolled, help me build my VIP list, okay? Thebreakfastshow.net. Even if you're willing to bring me on your feed, I'll do a live for you. I'll share it with your feed, and I'll have them drop VIP in the comments if they're open to taking a look, and if they're not, who cares? Like, it's that simple. You have nothing to be afraid of. So thebreakfastshow.net, if you want the VIP for the products, you're not interested in money, you'd get the protein guide, first name, last name, email. Now you'll be alerted. Thebreakfastshow.net, New Wava, first name, last name, email, money, Instagram or Facebook message me, I enrolled with you, help me build my VIP list, okay? So we're gonna stir this all around and we're gonna bake it just like we would any pancake. I'm not gonna use olive oil, why? Well, we're gonna enter peanut butter in this and we never have more than 2 fats with 1 meal. Tell me in the comments, how many calories are there? Tell me in the comments, how many calories are there per gram of fat? You should know this. How many calories are there per gram of fat? per gram of fat, there's how many calories. You should know this. Yes, there's 9. SL got it right. How many calories per gram of carb per gram of protein? How many? Tell me in the comments. Come on, this is where macros are messed up. This is why people are not even barely eating and they're like, I'm not a big eater, I don't even understand, or I try and I can't lose weight. Their macros are out of balance. It's freaking ridiculous. And then they have to go get a meal plan and follow this stupid thing. And guess what? They get results, but then they get off and they start putting the weight back on because they were never taught how to use the meal plan, ever. A meal plan is macros. If you haven't done my 7-day macro course with me behind the scenes, where you get my phone number today and you get into an app that tells me your macros and we reverse engineer your numbers and what you've been doing, and all you do is enter your food, and at the end of the day you get a voice note from me and there is no meal plan and there is no giving up foods, desserts, or alcohol, you better drop power play in the comments. No one's gonna teach it like I do, okay? So we're gonna pour this inside. Woo. Steaming. It smells amazing. I sprayed it with Chosen spray. I get it from Amazon. It's clean. It's cheaper on Amazon than it is in Costco. How funny is that? I spray it on my popcorn. I've been getting purple popcorn and making it homemade. This is the Chosen spray. Drop a link in the comments if you want it. For your power play, all you have to do is go to thebreakfastshow.net. You'll see protein power play. You'll get an email today to text message me, literally saying, I am ready. Do you want to know what else you're going to get? My 10-minute abs workout. You know, I tore my abs, right? And I never had to get surgery from that 10-minute abs workout that I do 5 days a week. You get me at Kroger and Costco with a list. Like, I'm live putting high protein items in my cart. You get the app for a lifetime. Your proteins, fats, and carbs percentages you will now have for a lifetime, and you'll be able to see if you're falling within range, average. Track it 5 days a week. It's so simple. It's always different because it depends on how many calories you consume. So you don't know your macros unless you're eating the same thing every day, and we don't want that. If you didn't get my recipe book, it's called Power Plates. It launched. It's under Power Plate. And the free protein guide you're asking for, Jennifer, it's right here, thebreakfastshow.net under free guide. Free protein guide. Okay? And then you'll text me for the power play. And then my event in June, the 3rd week in June, there's going to be a live event for 5 days where I take 30 Audible books I listen to, and I go and I come and I just pack you with information and fun and challenges and giveaways, and you automatically get a ticket by being a student in Power Play. And the doors haven't even opened because it sells out in 24 hours. So lots of perks, and it's going a one-time whopping fee of $67. No joke. To be behind the scenes with me for a week and to have all those bonuses, it's going up next week, just so you know. So we're gonna flip our pancake. I have a French toast recipe. We should make that tomorrow. I have a really good high protein French toast recipe. You'll literally love it. So we just flip it like regular. I'm gonna top it with 1 cup of berries so I get a serving of fruit. I have my 90-minute timer on for my water. Every 90 minutes I'll stop, drop, and make myself drink 15 Mississippi's worth of water. So I will stop, drop, and drink 15 Mississippi's worth of water all day long, and I will repeat that timer, okay? Tell me, drop a 1 in the comments if you will drink 15 sips of water, seconds worth of water, every 90 minutes today with me. Drop a 1. Drop a 1. And then that's really it. That's really it. So those are the things. We're going to go in here. We're going to eat this. We're going to be on our way. And that's it. Any questions at all? 20 to 30 grams per meal per snack. If you didn't get the free guide, drop free. That guide, that's a protein guide, will help you, guide you through that. Okay? If you didn't get the David bar, which I eat within 1 hour of waking up, 28 grams of protein for 150 calories, you burn 30 calories just eating it. Okay? You can only find him online. Drop David. For the Ceylon cinnamon we used in the pancake, the Chosen spray, and the Octonut creamy cashew butter, drop Amazon in the comments if you didn't get that. And then the 5-day reset that's starting on Monday. If you have not been getting half of your weight in ounces of water each and every day, or if you have not been getting 30% or more of your calories, which you probably don't know from protein, then a 5-day reset will go in and not only reset your gut, but your metabolism without counting calories, guaranteeing you a minimum of 5 pounds of weight loss. And it's not water weight, because you'll be drinking more water than you have the last 365 days. You get to do it alongside of me as your accountability coach. No counting calories. You get the full guide. It's like a science experiment. And that is so critical for you to do because your body's like stuck in a rut. It reminds me of an oil change. You need to flip it. Something has to be changed up, and you can do anything for 5 days, and your energy you're going to have on Saturday morning will blow your mind. Okay? So everything's right here. I'm hopping off. I have to go teach. Thebreakfastshow.net has for you the 5-day reset guide. You have to Instagram or Facebook message me, Reset VIP Monday. You have to. I can't keep up. I'm voice noting people when they send me their graphs. I can't keep up. So you get the 5-day reset, you Instagram or Facebook message me, 5-day reset guide Monday. For the link for the Amazon finds, it's under Amazon finds, thebreakfastshow.net. It's got the Ceylon cinnamon, the Chosen spray, and the Octonut creamy cashew butter under Amazon finds. And then the David bar is all by itself because it's a different company. And you get your 5th box for free today. My favorite is cinnamon roll, but it was sold out yesterday. Then the chocolate brownie batter, then cake batter, then cookie dough, then blueberry muffin. And that's at thebreakfastshow.net. Oh, for the free protein guide, thebreakfastshow.net has it. It says free protein guide, click here. Okay? If you haven't enrolled with Nueva with me to start earning money, to enroll for free, with Nueva, peptides that are coming and a hydrogen drink in July. It's free enrollment right now. And if you want me to teach you curiosity marketing and help you build a VIP list, so when it launches, you can